The unelected member of the House of Lords and Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, has come out to say that the British public should be more pro-illegal migration and against border control. Oh yes, the House of Lords, and especially Justin Welby. Yes, let's talk about Justin Welby, a member of the World Economic Forum who attends the annual conference in Davos regularly and is also very much political. And obviously, as a member of the House of Lords, he has the ability to stand up in the chamber and make speeches. Fair enough to him. But we also have the right to criticize him when he interferes in British democracy. Now, not only that, he decided to make this speech and somehow bring Jesus into it. Absolutely disgusting. So he basically said we should just be so welcoming that mass migration shouldn't really matter. Border control shouldn't really matter. Let's go to Justin Welby.
As one might expect from these benches, in the New Testament, in Matthew chapter 25, Jesus calls us to welcome the stranger.
Okay, that took 11 seconds.
That call has been part of the history and culture in this country for centuries and was part of the drive for the Modern Slavery Act. I urge the government to reconsider much of the bill which fails to live up to our history, our moral responsibility and our political and international interests.
Oh dear God. So, what we have here is Justin Welby, who's decided to claim that we currently are not showing any moral responsibility as a country, as society, and government. Well, someone actually said something interesting on Twitter saying, well, one can assume that the 300,000 Ukrainians and Hong Kongers that have been given sanctuary by this Conservative government has passed Justin Welby by. Well, that's true. Given that Justin Welby is literally a politician, I would be interested to hear his political proposals for how to prevent people trafficking. Why is he promoting more people trafficking? I thought he was supposed to be the man of God. I thought he was supposed to be pro-humans and good values, not promoting criminals. Actually look after those people. Why is he doing that? Now, there's been a lot of reaction on this over the last day or two. We actually had earlier Isabel Oakeshott on Talk TV with Mike Graham saying this.
Listening to Justin Welby pontificating in that incredibly annoying sanctimonious way about why this legislation to stop the boats is also morally wrong and all this hand wringing and bell ringing and God knows what else. I mean, what an absolute plonker. The guy's continually nominated for Plank of the Week, isn't he? I'm not sure he's ever actually won it, but it's probably time. This is his moment.
Yes, he should receive another Plank of the Week award at this point. We also had the Conservative MP Anna Firth, who came out to say this.
What was disappointing about the Archbishop Welby's speech is that it was quite a ramble, actually. He talked about that we're not stopping global conflict, we're not stopping climate migration, and yet there was not a single practical measure in the
and
speech.
that's the key thing, isn't it? I'm in front of one of the papers today. What's so moral about not stopping people smuggling is one of the questions, and we know Conservative MPs were making that point yesterday as well.
That's a good point, because as the first tweet actually said, Justin Welby is a politician. And as a politician, if you're going to moan about something, at least provide a solution. And that's the issue. He puts his hat of the Anglican Church on and say, well, I'm just saying this as an archbishop. I'm just some innocent archbishop and everything's fine. I'm not a politician. But you stand in the House of Lords and make the same speech, you are a politician. You are practicing politics. And now he wants us to believe that this is simply about morality. But the political left have been using the word morality and the platform of morality for the past 100 years, pretending to be the moral ones, superior compared to the rest of us. If we want to protect the borders and our culture and our security here, we are the immoral ones according to the left, like Justin Welby. It's disgusting. We actually had the chairman of the Migration Watch on GB News, Al Mehmet, who also said this.
Are you suggesting that the Archbishop of Canterbury is in effect encouraging the traffickers to carry on with their trade?
effectively, that's precisely what's happening. That is precisely what it's doing. It's encouraging people to say, to come over here because it's okay. It's morally okay to do that. So go ahead and do it. That is wrong. And the vast majority of people in this country think it's wrong.
But that's the problem, that despite the fact that the majority of the country believe one thing, people like Welby are going out saying, well, they shouldn't believe that. I am morally superior. You have to listen to me and the rest of my establishment because we had a meeting in Davos about it. I listened to some experts in Davos about this, and they told me how we should run the world. So let's not forget that there's the same Justin Welby who a while ago went to the Napier barracks where the illegal migrants were staying and having a good chit-chat with the far-left extremist Care for Calais, the so-called charity Care for Calais organization, and the leaders. I wonder if that blonde lady was the same woman, the founder of Care for Calais, who got into trouble for having an affair. Might have been actually the same person, but allegedly. Now, not only Justin Welby is fine with being associated with a political organization, Care for Calais, you can easily see why those far-left extremist activists in Care for Calais, as well as the migrants who were there, are so happy to take pictures and selfies with him. Because he's promoting their cause. He's not protecting the British interest. He is not protecting England. He is the head of the Anglican Church. England matters, not to Justin Welby. Anyway, let me know what you think. We're going to come back in half an hour and talk to you guys about what happened last night in America. CNN held a town hall session with their former president, Trump. Didn't go too well for CNN.